Joe83. It is round 6 of the STSF2 season, and it's Monaco Grand Prix, which is always a bit of a challenge. Well, it's the biggest challenge of the season, really, to try and keep it out of the walls and long enough to survive the race. And as you can see, just to make it a bit harder, it is raining in qualifying, so yeah, that's not going to be very useful because I'm not a fan of Monaco in itself, and I'm definitely not a fan of it in the wet. So now this is my first run in qualifying. We haven't set a time yet. We're coming around at Rascas now. And it's gone an alright lap. I think it's not the best lap I could have done, but obviously it's just a banker lap at this point, just to try and make sure I don't bin it, and make sure I do get a time on the board coming up towards the line. It's a 24.3, so yeah, it's difficult to tell if that's a good lap or not. It's a bit off. It's a 1.6 seconds off the pole time at the minute, but then coming up on my next lap, we have clouted the wall a bit on the left-hand side, but it's still alright because didn't lose any front wing or anything coming through the next Casino Square section. Now I've lost the back end slightly. Can we hold it? We just about can, but obviously lost a load of time through that, so that lap is pretty much over. This is my next one in qualifying, coming up to set over the line on my last lap. There's only 2 minutes left, so I've got a time for another lap after this if it doesn't go my way. Coming through the first corner now of Saint Devot, and I've just about taken the first corner nicely, but then lose the back end, and I've lost half a front wing on the little wall there. So yeah, that's my qualifying session over, because even if I had enough time to go and repair the wing, I then wouldn't have time to go back out on the track, so I retired from the session right there. And unfortunately that 24.3 is the best lap that I'm going to be able to do, so that left me in 5th place, which isn't too bad really, and Hot Dog's on pole with a second gap back to Senna and Mathers, and Clay's in 4th with the rest of the drivers down there. A few drivers didn't set a time, but I think that's because they crashed. But now straight on to the race then for the Monaco Grand Prix. It is a dry race, and we come up to the 5 red lights now for the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. I think Street Gamer there has completely jumped the start, so he's going to have to serve a drive through and pull over, I reckon. But now someone coming to take advantage of anything. It doesn't look like it. Clays has got a decent start and not any room to go up the inside there, so we're still in 5th place for the time being. We're coming up towards Casino Square for the first time. Basically all you need to do on the first lap is keep it clean. I've had a success at Monaco in the past in league racing just by keeping it clean and tidy. Don't make any mistakes, because mistakes will inevitably happen for other people. But saying that we're going up the inside of Clays into the next corner into Massenet, and we've just about made a bit of contact, but no damage done. I think he respectfully left enough space on the inside there, but he had the better run, and the inside line for Lowe's hairpin, so obviously can't go around the outside at Lowe's, can't really do 2x2 in Lowe's at all. And yeah, Clays takes that position back from me up into 4th, and I'm still in 5th place. But on the end of lap 2, you can just see on the mini-map, someone's in the pits already. You're not quite sure who that is. The guy who was in 2nd, I think he must have got wing damage, which is what I was saying about mistakes will happen. People will have to pit with front wings. Obviously a one-stop is definitely desirable around here, and unfortunately Senna isn't going to be able to do that now, because he's had to pit at the end of lap 2, and he was on super soft, so he's either going to go to the end on softs, or yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult for him. But now on to lap 9, a lot of laps later, I was just sort of running my own race. I had decent pace, better than the drivers behind me, but not as good as the cars in front, as it usually tends to happen. But now Hot Dog's in the pits, he's gone to softs actually, so I think he must have wing damage. As now on to lap 11, I think Clays is in the pits as well, who was close to Hot Dog. I think Hot Dog had front wing damage, which is why I had to pit early on lap 9. The optimal lap is about 13 or 14, and Clays is coming out of the pits now, and I believe Clays actually jumped Hot Dog, which is quite interesting, because in the first few laps when Hot Dog had a full front wing, he was pulling away massively. But now onto the next lap, lap 12, and Mather X is right ahead of me now. Clays, you can see on the top left of the timing screen that he has actually jumped into a net first place when everyone pits. But now Mathers has stayed on another lap, so I'm going to pit this lap and try and do an undercut, because I think undercut is pretty powerful around here if I can just do a decent out lap. And you can see Clays and Hot Dog are right with each other on the mini-map there in the bottom left. But I'm going to be pitting, not change the front wing, because I didn't actually damage it somehow, which is quite surprising, or not enough to be able to waste the time changing it, as track positions everything around Monaco. And yeah, coming out of the pits now in a net, well, 4th place at the minute, but I don't know if Mathers is going to have to change his front wing. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't in a fight with him or anything, so maybe the undercut's big enough, but maybe he will have to change front wing. I don't know yet. But on to the next lap, Mather is in the pits, so he is just come out now actually, and he is way behind me, so I must have had to change front wing there, or something like that. But I've got a massive gap on him now, and now you can just see 6 seconds up the road to Hot Dog getting Clays. But now onto the next lap, lap 15 here, coming through Casino Square. We're keeping it clean, running my own race, don't make any mistakes, because I'm actually on for a podium at the minute, which would be very nice. I've only had one podium so far, because on the minimap, yellow flag up ahead, and I think that's Hot Dog and Clays who were battling, and now Hot Dog is right there. So I think he went from moving to Lowe's, which I wouldn't recommend doing, and Clays actually just let him back through, so maybe it was a bit of a unsportsmanlike, bit careless driving from Clays, but he's letting back through, fair enough, good driving. And yeah, Hot Dog back in the lead, and Clay's in second place. But now these two, they probably do have damage because it would look like quite a big shunt into the Lowe's hairpin. And now I'm right behind them both, so I could be in a good position here if they have to make any pit stops or anything. But now on the next lap, they've started to pull away again. Now Mather is right behind me, so he's going to try and apply the pressure, it looks like. But now, unfortunately, Clay's left the session, and that's really unfortunate. That is really bad for him because he was battling for the win effectively, and he's now disconnected. I think he'll be able to get back in if someone invites him, but I don't have him on friends list, so I can't invite him back, unfortunately. And now Hot Dog is right ahead of me. I think he still has damage. So on to lap 19 here, you can see coming through the Novel chicane, and I've not got a best run through there. Hot Dog's got a decent run. He's on a wheel. I wasn't a party with him, so yeah, he's on a wheel. And I think he did have damage at this point, but not too bad really. He's still obviously got basically the same pace as me, if not slightly better pace, but then I'm on a pad and I hate Monaco, so don't know if that's much to talk about really. But now I'm coming through Raskas and Hot Dog doesn't pit, so he's going to try and brave out this damage. But then coming onto the straight, he's actually let me through, so very fair play, like thank you very much for that, Hot Dog. And yeah, he's let me through now, and he's going to try and hold up Mathers for me. So yeah, I was in a fight with him. I didn't ask him to or anything. He just did that of his own will. So very big thanks to him. But now he's battling with Mather actually. Mather's going for a move into the inside of Matinee. That's going to go badly, I reckon. So 2 by 2 through Raskas, we said didn't work, and they've actually locked up. There's a lot of contact, and Mather has gone into the wall. Probably lost a bit of front wing, and Hot Dog's also lost his front wing there on the right hand side. So he's got red front wing. He's probably going to have to pit. And that's actually given me a great opportunity here, because as you can see, Hot Dog is in the pits on the mini-map, and I've got a massive lead now. This is a great opportunity to try and win this race, which I didn't expect going into the race at all, as on very little practice, and yeah, I'm just not very quick around Monaco at all. Hot Dog is on ultra soft though, and there's still a lot of time to go, and as you can see, on lap 24 now, Hot Dog is behind me by a pretty big margin, but you can see a 13-1 there, and he's 22 seconds into the gap we're working with, but he's rapid on these ultra softs. I'm on worn out super softs. The next lap he's on a 12.6, so yeah, my best is a 15 dead, so he's about 3 seconds a lap faster than me. So that is going to come down very quickly, and it's another 12.5. Hot Dog's just pumping in these fastest laps. And now about the end of lap 31 here, Hot Dog is right behind me, you can see on the mini-map, and yeah, it's just 1 second, so that gap, you can just see the pace difference. He's closed in 23 seconds in about 10 laps, so yeah, that is very foreboding and not very helpful for my aspirations of winning. But now coming through Casino Square, and my tyres just weren't giving me much compared to his. It looks like he's managed to close up quite visibly in the first sector alone. And now he's only 4 tenths behind me, so he's going to be very close going the rest of the race now. And I like Monaco, I'm alright at driving it if I'm not under pressure, but now we are well and truly under pressure, and Hot Dog is right behind me. I'm not going to try and, like, I'm not going to be dirty, obviously, he's in a party with me, and I don't want to, like, annoy him massively, so I'm just going to try and defend fairly. I'll not make it too difficult, but now going up towards the no chicane, I'm going to brake late and just about retain that position into the corner, but don't allow any dive bomb tapping, no code on the exit. We've got massive tackle oversteer, and yeah, Hot Dog's gone through, unfortunately. So I think he might have hit me on the way past, actually, so might have got more wing damage, I don't know, but yeah, that was probably my mistake, and well, it's definitely my mistake for losing the back end. But now coming up towards the Raskas, he's actually going to let me through again, so very, very, like, sportsman-like driving. Obviously not his fault at all, but he lets me through. I think he wants a battle, but now you can see on the next lap he's right behind me again, coming up towards the Saint Devot corner, and he's going to be right on my tail. He's got a much better exit. It's going to be very close up towards Casino Square on this little straight. I'm going to try and leave space on the outside. He's going to have to go around the outside of me. Can he make this stick? It'd be an excellent move if he does. He's round the outside in the Force India. He's got the inside for the next corner, Casino Square, and that was an unbelievable move. I've lost the back end. Can we hold it? Yes, we just about can, but Hot Dog has gone round my outside at Casino Square in a league race, and I wasn't even trying to let him through there, so that is an unbelievable pass by Hot Dog. But now, unfortunately, he pulled away, but there's always a chance for Monaco. Track limits are difficult, to say the least, but if I could just stay with him, there's always a chance that I could still have this race win. I think he damaged his front wing even more, so I should have better pace now at this point. As you can see, it's only 1.1 seconds. I was able to stay with him quite well, and we're right behind him. Is there a chance of penalties? Obviously, like, my league race in Monaco in AOR season 13 was decided on a massive time penalty for the leader, and I actually won that race. Can there be history repeating itself here? Hot Dog is weaving up towards the line. Unfortunately, my footage cropped a little bit, but we have actually won the race. You can see in top left, P1, and Hot Dog is P2. And just to confirm that, coming onto the final screen now, we have actually won the Monaco Grand Prix.
I need you to listen, I need you to
So I have managed to scrape that win out of absolutely nowhere. Hot Dog rather was 2.5 seconds faster than me, his best lap, but I've managed to win by virtue of less penalties. So I will definitely take that. Clay's in third, LK in fourth, and Stormlance in fifth. We're the only people who actually finished. So well done to everyone for finishing, and that's a pretty big achievement in itself. A lot of points for us lot, and yeah, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you didn't, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. This has been J83, and I will see you next time.